Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning, Mr. Smart. How are you doing today?
I'm just fine, thank you. Jeff, what can you offer us that other candidates cannot?
Well, I guess I bring a lot of energy and teamwork into different environments. And I've always been players, and I've always been very energetic and very motivated when I do stuff. It could be a school project, it could be a extracurricular teamwork, it could be a business project, a lot of different stuff. I just love to be, involved with people, and I love to create new stuff too. That's why I got in marketing in the first place. Innovation, creativity is something I actually bring to a team and to a different place wherever I go, basically.
Excellent, Jeff. And do you have any other additional strengths that you would like to add to that?
Well, obviously, because I'm an Asian background, so I do speak more than just one language. I speak both Mandarin, Cantonese, and English. I was actually born in Taiwan, so I do have some foundations of Mandarins. And I was raised here, so I can definitely speak English. And it's just strange, I guess, because I'm open to a lot of stuff, and I love to learn. So every now and then I go on and I try different stuff, either at school or at different places. So everywhere you go, you learn different stuff. So it's very hard for me to actually tell you all the list of strengths I can bring. But if you can try me out, then I'll let you know what kind of stuff I can bring onto the table.
Very good, Jeff. And how successful have you been so far?
I've been quite successful in terms of my creativeness, in terms of marketing set, because I've been going out looking for different things to challenge myself. At school, I joined this national competition just my last year of school. It's called the Canada Top Ad Competition. It's hosted by Canadian Marketing Association's Remastered Degree School of Business MBA. And back then it was Mitsubishi Theater. I believe now it's Volkswagen Theater right now. And basically we have marketing for the company to sell the car. And this competition involved every single business university across Canada. I'm talking about from UBC to Newfoundland. And basically I went in and tried it out, and surprisingly I came in top 25, and it was recorded on the website too. And it was a lot of fun, and that's actually really got me started into marketing. That's what got me fall in love with the term marketing, because I realized you can do so much with it, and I'm actually very good at it. So in that aspect, I'm quite successful, and I've taken that to different places. I've worked in Taiwan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs overseas for a summer internship a few years back, and I was there basically to help them promote the country. So I'm basically in the marketing project on behalf of Taiwan, and I've taken to different places. Like, if you look at my resume, I worked at a small business called Cartridge Plus. I'm involved in marketing scheme, the marketing strategy to attract more customers, to build the brand name and brand recognition. And I've taken it to different places, retail, corporate, and even at baseball team, basketball team. I do play for one too. So that's what I do. And I'm also in Taiwanese Student Association back at school, and I was the VP and the president, and that involved a lot of marketing to promote our club out to the fellow university students in our school, for them to come here and learn more about Taiwan and learn more about the culture.
Well, I'd say that's quite a success story. Jeff,
It is.
Jeff, can you tell me what your limitations or biggest mistakes are? And that's provided you have some.
I actually do have some. We all do have some.
Yes, we do.
My biggest mistake, obviously, something I've always been trying to work on, is my organizational skill. Because I'm so energetic, I'm always out there, I'm pushing, I'm doing a lot of stuff, and a lot of time when you start doing that, you start to lose little bits and pieces behind you once you keep running forward. And that's one of my biggest problems. And I've always been okay because I always have a group of people that I work with, and basically I'm always able to allocate different tasks to different people. So if I'm running forward, I make sure people is out there just to make sure things are going smooth, and they're very organized. I'm not missing the little things at the back. And that's something I'm really been working on, is to improve my organizational skill, because, in the long run, it is very important. You could be as good as you are at a job, if you're not organized, you can't get it done. So that's something that I'm actually working on.
Well, it sounds to me like you're on top. Jeff, how long would it take you to make a meaningful contribution to our firm?
I think it depends on the project itself, in terms of what's basically needed of me to provide to the company. But in terms of providing to a firm, I think I can actually do it quite quickly in terms of my spiritual my spiritual provides. I can go in there and I can boost out the team morale, and that's what I usually do a lot because I work at different places where it require me to go in and get things done spiritually, and not so much of on paper, but to boost the team to get everyone going, and that's what I've always been able to do. But again, in terms of bringing a contribution to a company, it has to depend on the project itself and the resources that it's given to me or the team, and basically what we have to do and who we can work with.
I think that's a fair answer. Jeff, can you give me a situation in which you had to work under pressure or meet a deadline?
I think I'm constantly on that kind of situation. I went to college, and university is basically like that. You have a lot of deadline, and I was involved in a lot of different activities, and basically it pushes you a lot. But in terms of job experience, the summer internship job I took on, I actually went for 2 years. Like I said, I mentioned before, once I went back summer 2006, that's when I worked for Taiwan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs. We basically had only about 4 to 5 weeks that summer to complete a project where we have to find a way, an alternative to promote Taiwan to different cultures, to different countries. And that was a big project. We had to reach a huge audience. It wasn't like you basically make a commercial for a company. You're making a commercial, you're making, an advertisement for the whole country, and you have to reach out to everyone. So that took up a while, and I spent a lot of time just allocating jobs and brainstorming with my team. I have a team of 10 people, actually. So we spend about more than 60% of the time basically brainstorming, but once we get it done, we had about 2 weeks to finish it.
Wow.
So it was constant pressure. We had to keep pushing, and I just make sure people is on top of things and people get, motivated. So I keep talking to different teammates, and I have a lot of stuff to do myself too. I had to build a website myself, and that was one situation where it was under pressure. Basically all the job, I believe, I try to put myself under a little bit of pressure because then motivates me to do better and to push forward.
Well, it sounds to me like you're well accustomed to working under pressure and meeting deadlines.
Definitely. Definitely, yes.
Finally, Jeff, when would you be able to start?
I actually won't be able to start any time. Unfortunately, I do have a trip I have to make as a family emergency, and I'm leaving on the 10th of April, but I'll be back early June 3rd, and anytime after that, I'll be able to start right away.
Very good.
I'll be able to be reached online too. You can always find me on my email.
Very good, Jeff. Well, thank you very much for your time, and best of luck to you in your search, and good luck in your trip.
No problem. Thank you, Mr. Martz.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.